It's April the 5th, 2020. Well, hello. Special welcome to Grace Warabrook and Wallsend Presbyterian Church and to all of us who are joining this week. Now, Matt, I think we're 1.5 metres from
I think we are. We didn't have a tape measure, but we think we kind of think I can't touch you. Can you touch me?
No.
No. So I think we're good. I think we're doing the social distancing thing properly. A few people commented last week that we weren't far enough apart.
That's because we're up close and friendly. And
we are. But we're socially distancing better today.
It is a discipline. How are you going with all of that?
Yeah, things have been moving very quickly this week, haven't they, in our world?
Yeah, I guess you've been staying at home, like most people, trying to bend the curve. What's it been like with the kids and all that sort of thing?
Well, we've had the kids home. Mel, who's, I think, 33 weeks pregnant, has been trying to teach the kids their lessons, and that's been taking some adjustment.
Hey, she's got to be more successful at that than many people because she's a teacher, isn't she?
She is a teacher, secondary teacher, but she's been trying to figure out all the primary stuff.
It's so hard, isn't it? Yeah, so a lot of people struggling around the country, but we all need to pull our bit, to do our bit to make sure it works out better for everybody. Now, a special greeting to all of our wonderful people. And I've been thinking, Matt, this week of people in the medical front line. They're being asked to step up, I feel, to be fairly brave. And there's a lot of people coming in for training. And I just want to say from us to you that we are so thankful. And I want to encourage people, wherever you are, even if you're watching this from overseas, to pray for our friends in the medical field. Doctors, nurses, radiographers, the whole lot. Hey, thanks for all the feedback we've been receiving online. It's been really good.
So, John, what has it been like for you watching the service at home?
Well, 2 weeks ago, Louise, my wife, and I, we huddled around the laptop. Yeah, it was all right, but it wasn't as good as last week because last week we plugged the laptop into the big TV and the vision was so much better and the sound was so much better. Almost felt like we were kind of here. So that was really great. Now, Matt, I've been waiting all week to see the state of your haircut, to see if you've had a homemade haircut or it's still growing long and wild.
No, I haven't been brave enough to have a go at it myself yet. But a few of my friends have actually gotten on Facebook and posted some photos of what they think I will look like by the end of the coronavirus lockdown. And we've got a slide of that now.
Okay, well, we'll have a look at that slide.
But there's actually been a worldwide movement going on at the moment among celebrities and others to grow a quarantine beard. So I think that's probably a good idea. You going to give it a go, John?
Yeah, no, I don't think I will be. No, I like my hair just the way it is. But, maybe it's a thing. I don't know. Now, last week, Matt, you were speaking on Romans chapter 8, verses 1 to 11, and you opened up with a really dramatic story. There's a kind of high-speed cars, off-duty policemen affecting a citizen's arrest, and you made the point that who you are changes how you respond. And you went on to say, being in Christ gives us assurance, a confidence. Even in difficult, hard times, you encouraged us out of that to serve and practically love the people around us. Now, Matt, you're taking us to Romans chapter 8 for the second time this week. What's the most important thing that jumps out to you in verses 9 to 17?
I think the thing that stands out to me most in this part that we're looking at today is the way in which Paul addresses us who are Christians. He calls us children of God. And what is even more remarkable is that Paul says that we get to call God Abba Father, which is kind of like getting to call him Daddy.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. I look forward to hearing that a little bit later in the service. Today we've also got some really other great stuff happening. Colin Buchanan is making a special guest appearance, which we think is pretty good. What do you think about that, Matt?
I can't believe you got Colin. That's a huge get. We had to cross live to Colin. Yeah. That is an amazing thing.
It is amazing. Yeah, it is amazing.
He was happy to be involved in our service here up in Newcastle.
Of course he was. Yes, yeah. We've also got Metro Ministry trainee and pastoral assistant here at Grace, Wayne Duran, praying. And Matt, you're going to interview a Dr. Angam, and she's going to read the Bible for us. And she's from Wallsend Church, isn't she?
She is.
We've also got music from Emu, specially recorded and made available online. And right now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to sing together Blessed Assurance.
Well, that's a pretty old hymn, isn't it, John?
Yeah, it is, Matt. In fact, it was written in 1873 by an American lady, Fanny Crosby. She's got a very interesting story. She became blind as a young child, but that didn't stop her from having a very real and active life as a Christian. In 1849, for instance, there was a cholera epidemic sweeping through New York, and many people fled into the countryside. But Fanny chose to stay and nurse sick people, which is an amazing thing for a blind person to be doing. Along with those kind of acts that she did, she was a prolific writer, and she wrote poetry, and she wrote something like 8,000 hymns.
8,000, wow.
Yeah, it's amazing. Her hymn, Blessed Assurance, reflects her view of life, and it's inspired by the words of the Apostle Paul. Philippians chapter 1, verse 21. Let me read it for you. For to me, to live is Christ, and to die is gain. We're going to sing that hymn together now.